Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. This is CS Neha Challa, and in this video we are going to cover IAS 37. Okay, so IAS 37 is about provisions, contingent liability and contingent assets. So let's get started and see what is this IAS 37 about. Okay, तो शुरू करने से पहले I would want to tell you what is this IAS about? ये why did it come into force? तो ये हम देखेंगे. So let's get started and understand what is this IAS 37 about. Okay? So पहले क्या हुआ करता था? As you know, suppose this is your P&L. ठीक है? आपके पास कुछ debtors थे. Debtors means those people who have to pay you some money, right? So you have some debtors. But what happened? आपको you were not sure कि कितने debtors आपको आपके पैसे पे करेंगे. ठीक है? आप sure नहीं थे. Okay? And you were actually doubtful about some people. आपको उनके ऊपर doubt है कि वो लोग पे करेंगे या नहीं पे करेंगे. Okay? So whenever accounts में कभी भी आप accounts बना रहे हो, you know that we always follow this concept called prudence. Prudence मतलब always be prepared for losses but not for profits, right? तो क्या हुआ? आपको पता है कि शायद डाउट है आपको कि कुछ लोग आपको पे नहीं करेंगे, राइट? बट यू शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर लॉसेस. तो आपने क्या सोचा? चलो मैं आज बनाऊंगा प्रोविजन फॉर bad debts. Okay. So you show this provision for bad debts in your P&L account, right? As an expense. Okay. तो इस provision for bad debts के वजह से आपका प्रॉफिट जो है वो कम होता है, राइट? जितना होना है उससे कम हो जाता है because provision for bad debts is nothing but an expense to you, right? So now suppose I want to show lot of profits. Okay, तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? ये provision for bad debts को मैं कम दिखा सकती हूँ compared to what is the actual situation, right? But अगर मैं अपने profit को कम दिखाना चाहूंगी, जितना है उससे भी कम दिखाना चाहूंगी, तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? अपने provision for bad debts को ज्यादा दिखा सकती हूँ. तो ये प्रोविजन फॉर बैड डेट्स को ऊपर नीचे करने से मेरे प्रॉफिट के साथ मैं मैनिपुलेट कर सकती हूँ, मैं प्रॉफिट के साथ खेल सकती हूँ, राइट? सो in order to avoid these things, a lot of people were misusing this particular concept called provision. Okay, so in order to end all this, so they have brought in a standard which is IAS 37. So IAS 37 talks about आपको क्या रिकॉग्नाइज करना है, क्या क्या प्रोविजंस बनाना है, कौन से एस्टिमेट लगा के बनाना है, एंड व्हाट इज द मेजरमेंट दैट यू शुड यूज. एवरीथिंग हैज बीन क्लियरली टोल्ड टू यू बाय IAS 37. So in this IAS 37, as I already told you, we are going to talk about some recognition. We are going to talk about recognition. How do you recognize a provision? How do you recognize a contingent liability? How do you recognize a contingent asset? So you're going to talk about some recognition rules. You're also going to talk about how are you going to measure them. अगर आप recognize कर रहे हो तो measure कैसे करोगे? So all these things we are going to talk about in IAS 37 along with some disclosures that you have to make as notes to the financial statements. Okay. So, moving ahead, let's go to our next particular topic, which here we are going to study about what is a provision. Okay, so let's get started and understand the definition of provision. So, it is a liability of uncertain terming or uncertain amount. So what is this? What is this uncertain amount? What is this uncertain timing? So let's see. Okay. So liability का मतलब क्या है? Liability is an obligation, right? So liability is an obligation. So first, let's understand what is this liability. Then we will go and see the other terms. Okay. So liability is nothing but present obligation. मतलब आज आपको पता है कि आपको कुछ पेमेंट देना है, या आपको आपके रिसोर्सेज, मतलब कंपनी में रिसोर्सेज होते हैं या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में रिसोर्सेज होते हैं ना, तो आपको पता है कि आज रिसोर्सेज कंपनी के बाहर जा सकते हैं, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रेजेंट ऑब्लिगेशन। तो ये ऑब्लिगेशन क्यों है? This obligation I have because of a past event. Because of a past event. So if I'm talking about provision for bad debts, provision for bad debts is my present obligation. But because of my past event, what is the past event? The person becoming my debtor is the past event, right? You can also take an example of any warranty. Okay, suppose आपने एक watch खरीदा. Okay, so if that watch is getting spoiled or if it is not working properly within 6 months or 1 year, जो भी warranty period आपको दिया गया है, अगर उसके अंदर वो ठीक से काम नहीं करती है, so what will you do? You will go and return it back to the seller, right? So ये अगर आप सेलर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखेंगे, सो व्हाट इज इट फॉर हिम? इट इज खर्चा, बिकॉज ही विल टेक योर वॉच, ही विल हैव टू रिपेयर इट और ही विल हैव टू एक्सचेंज इट विद अ न्यू वॉच, राइट? सो उसके लिए तो ये खर्चा है। तो खर्चा मतलब रिसोर्सेज, उसके रिसोर्सेज बाहर तो जाएंगे ना, right? So basically it is his present obligation because of past event. What is the past event here? He is selling you a watch. That is the past event, because of which there is a chance that outflow of resources or outflow of benefits will happen. So that is the meaning of liability, right? So liability of uncertain timing. Let's say मैंने 100 लोगों को ये वॉच भेजा है, okay? So now out of these 100 people, I don't know how many of them are going to come to me for a warranty claim, and I do not know how much is the exact amount that I would be spending on repairing or on exchanging these watches, right? There is some uncertainty. Uncertainty means something that you cannot predict with 100% accuracy, right? So a liability of uncertain timing or uncertain amount, then it will be called as a provision, okay? So that is the definition of provision. So moving ahead, provision दो चीजों की वजह से बन सकती है. So the first one is legal obligation. Legal obligation means whenever I am selling you this watch, we both entered into a contract. वो contract में क्या लिखा हुआ है? अगर ये वॉच खराब हो जाती है 1 साल में या 2 साल में, I am going to service it or I am going to exchange it and give it to you. So that is a contract. It's a legal obligation between us. So if I don't do it, you can sue. You can sue and you can take legal charges on me. So that is one of the reason why there could be a liability because of some legal obligations. Then moving ahead, what is this constructive obligation? Constructive obligation means मेरा past behavior देखा जाएगा. Let's say I have a routine practice of, let's say I sell clothes. Okay, it's my routine practice that if a customer wants to do any adjustment on the clothes, he wants any, alteration on the clothes, मैं freely कर देती हूँ. Let's say for a week, अगर आप एक हफ्ते के अंदर अंदर आएंगे, तो भाई मैं generally करके दे देती हूँ. There is no contract between us, या हम ये terms and conditions को पहले agree नहीं किए थे. मतलब formally we never spoke, but you saw my past behavior and you understood. Okay, you have already created that expectation in your mind, okay, that this will be done. Okay, so that becomes a constructive obligation. So based on your past behavior, based on your published policy, या आपने कोई policy publish किया है, आपने कोई statement दिया है that मैं ठीक करके दे दूंगी, so then in that case it will be called as constructive obligation. So provision can be created because if there is any legal obligation that some of the outflow of resources would happen, then it is a provision. You will create a provision. Provision can also be created because of a constructive obligation. So I hope you understood this video and you understood the definition of provision. So we will be continuing with IAS 37 in the next video. So hoping to see you over there. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.